and the structure and the plan of what we want to do going against the team, and what is our standard, what is our expectations and our goals about going into the game. So,
getting the opportunity to have some snaps in recent games on defense, does that help when you're going to be asked to take the bulk of them in a week?
I think it's all about just preparing for your opportunity, whenever it comes, and just being ready and making sure you off the field you make mature decisions and understanding what you have to do, which is going to bed on time, getting your recovery in, making sure that you're watching film so that you understand and that that you have to be prepared, if your name get called. So
where does that mindset come from? Because I think some young players, if they don't have a big role, would start to slack a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's just in me. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm cocky and like that, but I think it's been like instilled in me like ever since I was a young kid. I got a great foundation, a great support system back at home. So, really it's just all about just knowing my responsibility, knowing that I have to be accountable for my own actions and what I want to do for my career to come. So.
It's been 2 months since you started. Where's the most growth come, the most development come in those 2 months?
Say it again?
It's been 2 months since you last started.
Yeah.
The most growth, most development come in those last 2 months?
I think it's just all about just learning the ground, right? Like, I look up now and it's week 15, week 16 of my rookie year. So, it's moving fast, it's moving pretty quickly. And I think it's, it's just all about just squeezing the limit as much as I can, in this first year, and understanding, what's that task, what I have to do to, prepare, to be the best version of myself. So,
how excited are you to play against the reigning MVP, Josh Allen, against a team that goes deep into January pretty much every year, just kind of as a litmus test, and also just going against the best in Josh Allen?
Yeah, just play our game. It's all about us. It's all about what we do. It's all about how we control the narrative of the game. And, I think the biggest thing is really just going in there with, a clear mindset, just everybody being, tenacious and everybody being hungry and ready to go.
Yeah. So. When you were getting some snaps on the edge, what was that experience like, and how do you feel like that just kind of nurtured your overall skill set?
Yeah, I think like every opportunity that I get to be on the field, whether it's off the ball back or on the ball backer, it's always a good experience and it's a good role, because we got a great utilization, which is film that we can watch, and I can grow from it, I can get better and understand how I can play versus whatever formation they're in, or how can I bump out my alignment on this type of play or whatever the case may be. So it's always good to just have those things on film that you can learn and grow from.
You were compared to Zach so much when you got drafted.
Yeah.
Getting a chance to be teammates with him and see him every single day, does that help your development?
I feel like anybody would say yeah. He's a special type of player, and off the field he's a great guy. He understands the game at a different level, and he's very helpful in my career too. Just explaining the actual roles of a linebacker, and how to visualize different things and the instincts that he have, and the speed that he has, and just the sight that he has on the field, and his mindset of going into a game is very high level.
So it feels like this rookie season's gone pretty quickly.
Quickly, I guess you could say that. I'm just taking it day by day, really. That's all I can do. I think, the more you worry about rushing a process, the less anything is going to happen for you, or the less anything you could imagine could ever happen for you. So I think it's all about just taking it one day at a time, and just being prepared for any opportunity that's coming.